this is all part of our senior week. We're talking with seniors from around the country about their high school experience, and we talked with Washington, and Elle was nice enough to kind of give us the explanation of how the sport works there. New Mexico, not a state we get to talk to or talk about a lot, but one we're talking about more often. Let us know, how does it work there? How does high school water polo work in your area?
Well, high school water polo it's a little more, I guess it's very similar to what Washington has, except we have more teams combining.
Okay.
And this is all in the metro area in Albuquerque. My team was a combination of five high school teams. Uh, and there were others that stood up by themselves. And then we had private schools compete against public schools. It's all really one big league.
And so how many
Um,
teams total are competing, would you guess?
this year we were supposed to have, I believe, six girls teams and about eight boys teams, some of them having an A and a B.
And you were telling me earlier that your academic school is a Trisco Heritage Academy, but the team you played on was a joint team called Westside. Tell me about that experience with Westside and what it's been like.
It's actually been great personally because my club, Duke City Aquatics, is based on the West Side, and almost everyone that played there for the last 4 years has been part of my club. So it's basically it's been really nice for me. But we've had a lot of new people coming from, especially from Atrisco, being the largest school in New Mexico, uh, that join West Side. But it's the camaraderie that we have, just because we're all in the same part of town, is great.
The sport itself, what do you enjoy about playing water polo?
Definitely how competitive it is. I love how close it is to soccer, except I've never been as good as I am in water polo compared to soccer. Uh, I love the fact that my main position is goalie. I love the fact that people rely on me and that I can rely on others whenever I'm feeling down in a game. And that's really what I love over swimming. Just it's actually a team sport.
In your area, it's of course a sport that's growing, and you mentioned Duke City Aquatics and Albuquerque Water Polo have been two of the main clubs, right, growing the sport in that area. When you tell folks that are unfamiliar about your water polo career, what do you tell them about the sport as to why you do it and why you love it? You know, if they're asking you like, what's with the water polo thing? What's your reasoning?
Well, with people from here, I I tell them I play water polo because I'm bad at soccer, and a lot of especially with the huge Hispanic base here in New Mexico, a lot of people tend to try it out more just because of its similarity to it. The reason why I picked water polo is because I'm not sure why. I believe it's the community before the sport, and anyone that's played high school water polo with any of the teams here has felt that.
That'll be
So,
our new marketing slogan. Bad at soccer, try water polo. Um, so what's next for you? Do you want to keep water polo in your life as you move on from high school? What are your plans?
I definitely do want to keep water polo as a part of my life. Right now, my club is in a transitional state. We're switching coaches, and I'm becoming a coach.
Oh, great.
And I am going to be here. Since I'm staying in New Mexico for college, I figured why not coach my own club? I might coach my own high school team as well. I want to, but it's really just a lot of coaching, at least in the foreseeable future.
And have you done some coaching yet? What do you like about kind of being out of the pool and giving instruction?
Well, I coached our inaugural season in our middle school league. Uh, it was four teams, but we got to create a new league, which is great. I love coaching because I can put my input on things and learn from my own players and see what's best for people's height, weight, you know, all these tactics are really what I love about the sport. And that's one of the things that I want to keep, I guess, sharing with others.
Whether it's your high school team or the club team, how's everyone handled this kind of stoppage and not being able to compete on a larger scale?
Everyone's been sad, of course, but we've had a very good community between our high school teams and the two club teams where we talk a lot. Uh, we actually we talk a lot just on a personal basis all around with everyone here. It's been a lot of more, I guess, personal connection, even though we're on a screen. And I really do appreciate that, especially being the only senior and doing my best to just, I guess, talk to others that are younger than me.
Excellent stuff. Last question for you. I've been in New Mexico a few times. The food is always fantastic. What's your go-to spot if you're going to go out to eat in your hometown? Where are you headed and what are you getting?
Might be a little biased, but it's this restaurant called El Paisa. It's Mexican food, uh, but they have the best tortas. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's like the Mexican sandwich.
Oh yeah,
They're amazing. Yeah, so if
fantastic.
you ever
Okay.
come by, just I'll hook you up.
Excellent. Good to know. Love it. For some reason, we're getting random sports questions in here, depending on where you live. Are you familiar with Brian Urlacher?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, excellent. Well done. James, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck coaching, college, everything else that's ahead for you. Really appreciate you talking with us.
No, thank you for having me.